Alright everyone, and welcome back to Vettel Career. In the previous race it was a 7th podium of the season at the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I'm just going to start this video off by saying thank you to F1 Games PlayStation, who thanks to him I've now got this in full screen, and yeah, he did that for me, so big thank you to him. And yeah, sorry if you did prefer the overlays, but this is how it's going to be now for the remaining races of this series. So we head to the Turkish Grand Prix today then. Here's what happened in qualifying, and in Q1 it was 9th place for Vettel, so that's a fairly solid result for him there, and over a second half quicker than Christian, clearly got knocked out in the first session, so yeah, some mixed fortunes going on there. We're into Q2 now then, and Vettel heading through the infamous turn 8 then, and he's gone very wide in the third apex I believe it is, and yeah, that was his big problem. Like all through qualifying he was having problems with turn 8, and of course it's one of probably the most difficult corners on the whole calendar, and yeah, certainly caught him out a few times during this session, as you'll see. But this is where his first clean lap is, and it gets him 8th place in with a 29.2. I was grateful to see him through to the shootout round once again, like place, and yeah, we'll see how we can do in Q3. But again, by that, I think we are not expecting anything too great from him in the shootout round, because he often tends to get it wrong. And yeah, you see another mistake here then on his first run in Q3, just about kept out of the barriers there. The gravel trap actually did a very good job of stopping him from reaching the barriers there, but yeah, big setback from there in turn 8, and yeah, it was really a difficult session for him. He just couldn't get the laps together. He was 10th place here, and just was nowhere near the pace of the other cars in Q3 there. He's 3 seconds off with only 5 minutes to go, and yeah, that was after he'd worn down the fuel a little bit as well. So yeah, just once again struggling with Q3. Of course, heavy fuel loads make it a whole lot more difficult in this session, and yeah, it was a 30.6 there I believe it was. Still not anywhere near where he needs to be, and I think it's his best up here, a 30.3, still only good enough for 10th though, unfortunately. And yeah, he was 6% slower than Button and the next car in 9th, but I mean, he's got good results from pretty much anyone on the grid so far this season, and yeah, we'll see how he does then in the race, as Alonso took pole there, you see, from Schumacher. So the top two in the championship on the front of the grid then. Here is the grid in full then, and yeah, as I just said, Alonso then take pole position, then he needs to close the gap back down to Michael Schumacher a bit today. Barrichello's third there, with Webber and Rosberg 4th and 5th for Williams. They're really the informed team at the minute, as we head through the sort of summer months really this season. Raikkonen's 6th there, McLaren not having the best run at the moment. Fisichella there in 7th, Massa 8th, then in the other Ferrari, then it's Button, Vettel there on row 5, Trilly Montoya row 6, Brau Schumacher there just ahead of Liuzzi had a very good day, the 2 BMW Saubers on row 8, then it's Clean 17th, has speed, Ide there, very good qualifying for him in 19th, with 2 Midlands after that, and then it's Takuma Sato that runs out the grid. Here we are then on the grid, and we'll see what Vettel could do then for in 10th place today, as the lights are coming on now. And away they go then for the Turkish Grand Prix, and wasn't the best launch from Vettel, but as they all bench up ahead of him, he does seem to regain some ground. He's passed both Massa and Button then, looking at Fisichella as well, but he maintains 8th place for now then, so that's a good start from there. He's already into the points. Exactly what he needs to do today, because he's quite a long way off from the championship now, and I think his hopes are starting to fade a little bit. So he's looking to the outside of Fisichella there, and yeah, it's really more a battle for third, I think, for him in the championship now, as he's passing Fisichella then. In fact, there he is, he's looking at Raikkonen, who is his main rival now in the championship then, for that 3rd place. He goes running outside of him then in turn 6, and he's up to 6th place then, so very good start from here then, as he's looking at the Williams now. Nico Rosberg, they bang wheels slightly, and it looks like he's running outside of him then as well then in turn 7. So yeah, very good start from there. He's now looking at Mark Webber and the other Williams now then, as they head through turn 8, the corner that's causing so many problems so far in this weekend, and he's run wide in the 3rd apex there, and it's allowed Rosberg back through. So yeah, Vettel's certainly not having it easy on this first lap then, as he's looking to the inside of Rosberg once again, and well, he actually backs out of it. I thought it looked like he had that move done comfortably there then, but no, Rosberg hung on to that position, and yeah, the Williams then, as I say, looking very quick at the moment, and Vettel not having an easy time here, but he's got a very good run then down that back straight, and yeah, he's on the racing line and he's past Rosberg. Before they get to the corner, he brakes very late, though, almost runs into the back of Mark Webber. But no, he's got the place done now. He's up to 5th place then, and that's where he's going to finish the first lap then. So we see a replay of that move then. And of course there's this flat out right-hander, and of course saw the natural racing line saw the cars go kind of defensive towards that left-hander, but Vettel with the straight line speed there and was comfortably ahead, but he almost got it wrong. They're locking up quite a lot on the brakes, but he's up into 5th place nonetheless. And for the other Red Bull, well, Clean's weekend just goes from bad to worse, and well, his season has to be said, as he runs into the back of Jack Villeneuve, his front right tyre's gone, and that is race over then for the Red Bull driver, unfortunately. And we're skipping now then to lap 6. Vettel took him quite a while actually to get close to Williams, yeah, the pace of that car is really just getting better and better over the season then, and Vettel's now got a very good run on him as they head towards this left-hander, and Vettel and Webber going side by side, and well, they managed to get through there cleanly then, and Vettel's up into 4th place, and yeah, we'll see a replay of that move again then in a second. And yeah, how about that, they got through there cleanly, and yeah, see a replay of it there then, and Vettel this time actually decided to go for the left hand side of the track then, rather than doing what he did when he passed Rosberg and stayed on the right, which is a racing line. But obviously he had a better liner on the inside. Webber couldn't really do anything about it once he was past him, and Vettel's up to 4th then. We skip to lap 8 now then. Michael Schumacher and Barrichello both come in then, but they had quite a lead at this stage. You can see Alonso's already 15 seconds clear out front, and yeah, the top 3 really were in a different class this weekend, as Nico Rosberg then is out of the race. And once again, reliability for Williams. They've shown great pace in the last few races, and every single time there's been a reliability problem that's held them back from scoring very good double points. But we're now going to skip then to the end of the next lap then. Vettel now into the pits. He had one more lap of fuel than Michael Schumacher and Barrichello, but was a long way behind, so yeah, I don't think it's really going to make much difference then for him in this pit stop, which is kind of disappointing, but still, if he can maintain 4th place, then that'll be good points. He's ahead of Kimi Räikkönen, so that'll be good points for him. It'll help him in his battle for 3rd in the championship. And Red Bull get to work on the car then. It's a very slow pit lane here, they're only 36 compared to 60 mile an hour, which is almost every other track has that speed limit. So yeah, it just seems to take an age for him to get through the pit lane here. Other pits he comes in, he's in 9th place, I believe it is then. Yep, just as Jack Villeneuve goes past in the BMW Sauber, of course he starts to pit then. And yeah, he's in 9th place for now, but cars will be coming in over the next couple of laps. And yep, the last few are coming in now then, a couple of laps later. Raul Schumacher and Tony Liuzzi both staying up quite late then, and Vettel's up to 4th then. He's got Webber and Fisichella about 3 seconds behind him. And we actually skip another few more laps then, because Fisichella's now past Webber, and he's going up to the back of Vettel now then, and Vettel under pressure, and he's got the chicane all wrong there then on the grass, and Fisichella is really going to be pressuring now then for that 4th place. And the Renault, of course, a much faster car at this stage. Alonso out front and doing a very good job there, and Fisichella now then sort of on a recovery really, and he's stayed to the race in line, and Vettel's gone defensive, and well, with the inside line he's managed to hold on to the place for now then, but how long can he hang on to this as he's sliding it about to his final few corners then. But Fisichella runs a little bit wide there, so that's the danger averted for now. On to the penultimate lap then, only just over a lap to go now then. Vettel's under pressure from Fisichella then as he heads out the front corner. No, he spun it, and Fisichella goes through then, so well, that pressure certainly paid off then for Fisichella, and Webber's through as well now then. And Räikkönen, Massa, Button, they're all waiting to try and line up a pass here then. And well, Vettel 4th to 6th then with only just over a lap to go. And well, we see a replay of it now then, and well, Fisichella wasn't even really putting much pressure on him at that stage, but it just seems a little too much curve, and that was just enough for him to spin it round. And Webber's gone through then, so he's back up to 5th then, and so nearly lost places to those 3 behind as they all queue up there 4 abreast down the straight. And cause so easy been out the points end with that one mistake. And well, later on in the final lap now then, Alonso's already taken the checkered flag, but Vettel's still trying to get one of these places back then. He knows that it would have been hard to hold on to 4th today, but if he can get 5th back, that'd be a great chance for him there as he braked very late. Almost, I mean, I don't know how he didn't go straight off the track there, but Webber's tried to fight back, but he just didn't have enough then. As he came out the final corner then, Webber's gone wide. It's going to be a photo finish behind, I think. But for one, ends the race and Vettel crossed the line to take 5th place. There are the final results then from today's Turkish Grand Prix. Alonso the victor then, 5 seconds clear of his championship rival Michael Schumacher. Then it was Rubens Barrichello nearly a further 4 seconds back. Then a big gap back after that. Fisichella nearly half a minute behind his teammate in the end. Vettel then after that dramatic last lap in a bit finishes 5th, then only losing 1 place to Fisichella in the end. Webber 6th, and how close was that then behind? Button missing out on a point, was less than a second behind Webber in 6th. Then it was the 2 Toyotas in 10th and 11th place. Tony Giovinazzi, a fantastic weekend for him there in the Toro Rosso. He finishes 12th, ahead of both the BMW Saubers then, the Scott Speed there in 15th place. And the 2 Midlands both make it to the finish then, as does Takuma Sato in the Super Aguri then a lap down. 4 retirements today then. Nico Rosberg, we saw that engine failure. Yuji Ide dropped out at some point. Christian Klien we saw going to the back of Jacques Villeneuve, and Montoya we lost very early on in the race. I think that was also an incident for him as well then. So we're now looking at the driver race points then from today. Alonso with the full 10 points. He closes the gap down to Michael Schumacher then. Just 6 points now then with 4 races to go. It's all to play for between, and then Vettel 32 back now then with 40 points to play for. So it's really looking like it's a 2-horse race to the championship now then. But Vettel with that gap over Raikkonen now then, and he'll be looking to maintain that for the rest of the season. As we see, I think Webber there passing Montoya then. But yeah, not really many other changes then in the Drivers' Championship today then. But we've got certainly a very interesting final 4 races coming up then, as Renault take 15 points in from today's race. They extend the lead over Ferrari now then to 17 points in there, closing in on another Constructors' title then. McLaren, Honda and Red Bull are starting to close up quite a bit. We may see some changes there as we head into these final few races then. And yeah, still 4 teams then yet to score points today, or this season even. Back in the motorhome now then, and the team, well, exactly the same email as last time, so copy and paste and that, yeah, we've said it all before. So we're now going to look ahead then to the Italian Grand Prix. Of course, the world will be watching Scuderia Ferrari, their home race. They took a 1-2 there last season, and their driver goes there as the championship leader. If you did enjoy this race, so make sure you leave a like. Once again, I'll leave a link to that Q&A in the description, and also to F1 Game PlayStation channel as well, so you can check them out. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.